Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how are you doing? Right, now, regular viewers of the show will today feel a little bit of deja vu. Almost like we've done this map before in the past. Well, we haven't, but we also have at the same time. But before we get on and have a look at today's map, just a little reminder for those of you that missed this weekend's brand new show, the Steam Chart Show, with me, BonBonB. In fact, we've got two shows. We've got a weekly one for assets and themes and mods and all that, and the monthly one for maps only. So yeah, catch up with that. It's over on my channel right now, and there'll be a brand new playlist for you to follow every single week. Right, okay, it's Thursday, which means it is a Throwback Thursday, the day when we go back in time and look at some of the older maps on the workshop. And today's one is from 2015, right back at the very beginning. It's Spykerbrook by Spykerbrook Z by Zacharias, no less. We've done Zach a few times, and they are pretty damned good. Pretty damn good. There's your start square. Very happy with that, of course. Let's have a look at those resources. Resources are, well, painted, but fine. Like I say, there's something very reminiscent about today's map, isn't there, if you're a regular? Let's head over to the workshop to see what we need. And the answer is, well, absolutely nothing. It's totally vanilla. I mean, literally totally vanilla. We've still got 50,000 current subscribers. That's a lot of subscribers. Quite a lot to read up, but none of it's essential. It's just background information, and I like a little bit of that. Just shows that the creators taken a little bit of interest in their work. Now we're going to see this little stretch of road twice. Today we're looking, well, right now we're looking at it for the highways, and we'll come back and have a look at the rail a little bit later on, shall we? Anybody recognising this map yet? Our first intersection. Right, intersection's perfectly fine. It goes off that way towards what looks like a bridge, that way inland. Which way shall we go? Oh, before we go, they're a little bit steep for my liking. This. Hang on, I'm sure I've said that before. Anyway, let's head off. Let's head off this way, shall we? Head off towards. I don't know, it looks like a bridge over there. Another road placement for 2015 standards. Pretty damned good, if I'm honest with you. Yes, we can expect it to look a little bit dated. Oh look, one little car all on his own. Hello, you got no company? No, is there anybody? Anybody? No, he's all on his own. Right, okay. Now this bridge. I'm sure we've seen this bridge before. Anyway, a little bit steep, those ramps. I would choose move it to straighten out, but I feel like I've done that before in the past. And down. Not too bad on this side. Anyway, let's head over. Some traffic. There's some traffic. There they are. That's really strange, this map. I'm sure we've done this before. Let me just check the... enough on these intersections. Let me just check my records. Hang on. No, definitely not done Spykerbrook Z by Zacharias before. Very odd. Anyway, bridge up the ramp. Not too bad. No trees under there, a few bushes, and I don't mind bushes underneath there. It's the trees that would struggle to grow underneath a big old bridge like that. And it's road over rail, and then down here towards the start square. And we've got this very boxy looking intersection. I'm not going to look at it in too much detail. It's dated, and we can probably grumble about the slopes on the tunnels, but let's not too worry too much. Anyway, we've got the rail running across in the start square as well, which is quite nice too. And let's head off inland and see what's up this way. This feels a bit new, a bit different. Anyway, up and over this little bridge. That's perfectly nice, thank you. And we've got tree-lined highways as well. We'll bear off this way. And I think we can think about having a look at the rail. You feeling deja vu there? Are you? Are you feeling? Or are you just listening to me going, oh, you must have a little secret up his... Yeah, I have got a little secret up my sleeve. We will get to that after the asset break and all that lot, obviously. Anyway, underneath the bridge there. Now, we've got a little elevation on this rail bridge that, for its time, is actually very, very good for its time. I'd still want that smoothed out a lot for modern day standards, but that's still not so bad. Heads off that way underneath the elevated highway, which stays elevated until the rail gets out from under it before it crashes back down the land. Very good. And then this heads off this way, and we're going to get a little junction. Now we could go straight on, and that will take us straight out to the fog over there, including over a little bridge, which is obviously elevated. You kind of know it's going to be. And then if we come off this way, we stay on ground underneath the road bridge. Perfectly nice, actually. That looks very good, actually, especially for its age. That's incredible good work there. And then down here, we're going to go down and over this rail bridge. Now, if we have a look at this, obviously it's a little bit low for a shipping route. And we normally do this when we have a look at the shipping immediately after the asset break. But I figure let's get these two out of the way now. This is another one. And if we just let the old green old boat go past there. And then we've got another one there as well. So basically, yeah, we've got a few bridges that are a little bit too low on this map. Okay, back to the rail. Follow the rail along. Actually, do you know what? I think we've pretty much seen everything to be seen on this. Let's go and do today's asset review. Okay, today we are going to have a look at back to Boldly Building. We see him every now and then, and do you know what? Great work. Again, it's 400 West Market. There's a lot to like about this building. Very modern looking, very big, very bold. Loving the grandiose entrance. Look at that. Look at that beautiful... Guy going to take your dog in there? And he goes through the door as well. Well done. It's just beautiful. And it gets more beautiful as you go up. Like the Art Deco lighting on the back by the looks of it. Oh, it's nice. Now we're coming up. We're going to go climb up the outside of this. A bit like King Kong. Climbing up the outside of the building until we get to the dome. And look at the dome. And look at the air conditioning, the way that that's been pipped into the top there. That is glorious. Boldly Building, you have absolutely surpassed yourself with today's asset of the day. It's 400 West Market, and there aren't enough quality buildings as good as this, are there? Very nice too. And off to Themington Island, where this week we are looking at Viceland Dark Pavements by Gay Tortoise with the Relight Bleak Lut. And yes, Themington Island is still recovering from the DLC update, and there are bits and pieces missing, so I apologise for any of that that's spoiling your enjoyment of Themington Island this week. Factoids time. Duchesses and large ladies are sizes of roofing tiles. I don't know if that's worldwide or just here in the UK. I'm just reading what's printed before myself here. The Brazilian burrowing owl shares its home with armadillos, anteaters, and even poisonous snakes. I wonder which one of those pays the rent for that hole anyway. Probably anybody but the poisonous snake, I imagine. Sounds a little bit like my first flat, of course, where I was, of course, the poisonous snake. Anyway, let's go back to Spykerbrook Z/Z by Zacharias. Shipping routes. We have one that goes right the way up the river. Yes, we know the bridges are too low. I'm not going to harp on that one. Up to the top, pretty good. Right the way up the middle of the river. Water flow, we've got water flow down the river, and it goes out to sea. There is some water motion in the ocean. Bit light, but it is there. Right, what can we say about this map? We've got loads of build plane, loads of it, a little bit of undulation and some interesting hill features. Just adds a little bit of depth to the actual, to the map itself. Loads and loads and loads and loads of vanilla trees. So those of you with a spud for a potato, a potato for a computer, or a computer for a spud, one of those things. Swampland, love it. Anyway, you should be able to run this map quite easily. And then over here we've got what I thought at first was a quarry, but now I look at it, I think it's actually a semi-dried out lake. And that's pretty cool. I've got to be honest, a bit like the Aral Sea, only for City Skylines. Very nice too. And we head over to the other side. There's something about this map. I'll say, it's deja vu. If you think you've seen it before, you probably have. And very recently too. And let's have a look at this bridge here. This is Spykerbrook Zed's bridge by Zacharias. Okay, that's a pretty good, perfect bridge. Now let's have a look at the same bridge, but by Frank Vold, by Benjamin 1997-25. This is Frank Vold's version of Spykerbrook that we reviewed back in episode 334, where I adjusted the heights of the slopes on the bridge. You remember this episode? Yes, where as suggested in the comments that this was actually a rip-off of Spykerbrook. And, well, it actually is. It's basically Spykerbrook upgraded, except for it's not very well upgraded. It's got a theme. The Bermuda theme, which gives it a little bit more detail in the texturing. The roads have been relaid, but honestly, the roads, I take away some of the gameplay. It's just actually, and it's also 100% vanilla still. If you're going to upgrade a map, for Pete's sake, upgrade it. Don't just give it a theme and change the roads. Anyway, it got 3 and 3 and 3. Right. Now let's go and have a look at Spykerbrook. I think aesthetically, yes, it could do with the theme. The theme does make Frank Volt look slightly sharper, but not enough so that I can't. This is still a 3-star map, so 3 stars for aesthetic. For details, some of the details are actually better than the upgrade, like that bridge for one. The bridges are still too low, and there's plenty of things to grumble about an upgrade. But it's no worse than the upgraded map, so I'm going to give this 3 stars for detail. As for gameplay potential, where the map got 3 stars, I'm giving this a 4th star, because the highway connections are actually a little bit better. We've got the extra one that goes off to the north, which is on the right hand side as we're looking at it now. Whereas the other map, well, it had a double entrance on one of the highway ends, which made no sense at all. So Spykerbrook by Zacharias, that is not a bad Throwback Thursday map. And I had to show it because, well, when Benjamin uploaded his map, he didn't give any credit at all. And that has absolutely, pardon my language, pissed me off. So I'll be commenting on Benjamin's page, and I suggest that you go along and have a word too, because it's unacceptable to take somebody else's map, change it, and not give credit. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you tomorrow for more What's Map.